Once upon a time, a great astronomer was born. His name was Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Jabir ibn Sinan ar-Raqi al-Harani as Sabi Al-Battani. He was given the title of Al-Battanius or more commonly known as Al-Battani. He was born in Harran, Turkey, located near the Balik River in the year 858 Common Era, and he died in Iraq in 929 Common Eras after back from Baghdad. Al-Battani was born in a family that adheres to the Sabian sect that worships the stars. They would congregate at night to worship and conduct rites to the stars. Al-Battani's family's Sabian sect involvement is the first factor that sparked his interest in astronomy. This inspired him to study astronomy. He becomes a Muslim even though his family does not. Al-Battani's father was the second factor in his astronomical education. Jabir ibn Sinan al-Harani, his father, was a famous scientist. Since he was a child, Al-Battani's father taught him astronomy and other subjects. Around the age of 20, he left Harran and moved to Raqqa, a city in Syria located on the Euphrates River, where he continued his education in astronomy. In this city also he did various research until he found various brilliant discoveries. He began to study the ancient manuscripts of Ptolemy, which made him fall in love with astronomy until he became a scholar during the reign of Harun al-Rashid. Al-Battani studied and did deep research on some of Ptolemy's works. After researching Ptolemy's work, he improved some of Ptolemy's works such as Ptolemaic System of the Universe and Situs Terrae Circulus Coelestibus Circundati. Therefore, he is known as Ptolemy of the Arabs because he enhanced Ptolemy's theory. According to history, Al-Battani worked diligently in astronomy for more than 40 years, from 877 to 918 CE, contributing to astronomical development that is being utilized today. Next, we'll see what are the contributions of Al-Battani in the astronomy field. He was the person who improved the existing value on the length of the year. Ptolemy's calculated that a year consists of 365 days, 5 hours, 55 minutes, and 12 seconds. However, Al-Battani determined that a year is made of 365 days, 5 hours, 46 minutes, and 26 seconds, which is only less than 2 minutes and 22 seconds than the exact one. This is not bad for a guy who lived more than a millennium ago. Besides, Al-Battani's observations of the sun led him to understand the nature of annular solar eclipses and found how an annular solar eclipse occurs. An annular solar eclipse, or also called as the ring of fire, occurs when the moon's apparent size in the sky is slightly too small to completely cover the sun's disk, leaving an annulus visible around the moon's silhouette for a few minutes. The Muslim master of astronomy also revealed that the farthest distance between the sun and the earth varies, and that, as a result, annular eclipses of the sun are possible as are total eclipses. Al-Battani improved the inclination of the ecliptic. He obtained the value of 23 degrees 35 for the inclination of the ecliptic. This is because the axis that Earth is spinning on is tilted at that angle compared to the plane of the solar system. So, the tilted line on the map is the ecliptic. Rather than using geometrical methods, as other scientists had done, Al-Battani used trigonometric methods, which were an important advancement in his calculation. Al-Battani gives a big contribution to the improvements of a variety of astronomy equipment. During his scientific journey, Al-Battani used an incredibly wide variety of instruments from gnomon, astrolabes, mural quadrants, armillary spheres, and many more. Gnomon was used to determine the cardinal directions of the observation place latitude, the sun, celestial coordinates, and the observation time. Astrolabe functioned to calculate the sun and prominent stars' position with respect to both the horizon and the meridian. The mural quadrant is used for determining the tome by measuring the astronomical object's altitude. Armillary sphere, a celestial globe with 5 armillaries to elaborate instruments of the horizon, meridian, equator, tropics, polar circles, and an ecliptic hoop. Evaluation of the impact on the astronomer field. The main impact is the development of the calendar. From the old calendar called Julian calendar by the Julius Caesar, a German mathematician named Christopher Clavius improved this Julian calendar into a Gregorian calendar using Al-Battani's observation and calculation of the length of the year. This new calendar has been used since 1583, and is still being used by the world until now, and is considered an improvement on the earlier Julian model. In the Gregorian calendar, 4 years make up a cycle, with an extra or leap day added to the 4th year to keep the dates and months synchronized with the solar cycle. Study of how seasonal changes occur through Battani's axial tilt as the Earth spins on its axis, producing night and day. The Earth's spin axis is tilted concerning its orbital plane. This is what causes the seasons. When the Earth's axis points towards the sun, It is summer for that hemisphere. When the Earth's axis points away, winter can be expected. Since the tilt of the axis is 23.5 degrees, the North Pole never points directly at the sun, but on the summer solstice it points as close as it can, and on the winter solstice as far as it can. Battani's discovery of an annular solar eclipse led to the study of the sun and space. For over a century, solar eclipses helped scientists decipher the sun's structure and explosive events, find evidence for the theory of general relativity, and discover a new element, among other things. Today, NASA scientists still study eclipses to make new discoveries about the sun, Earth, and our space environment. The last and the most breaking moment is the production of Al-Battani had produced his groundbreaking book, Kitab az-Zij, which was used by famous astronomers such as Copernicus and Galileo. Kitab al-Zij al-Sabi, also called the Book of the Sabian Astronomical Tables, comprises 57 chapters and consists of justifications of his own views based on all his personal observations stated just now. It also includes instructions on how to read his tables, debates around the construction of a sundial, and an evaluation of the construction of a number of astronomical instruments. Al-Battani's greatness as an ancient Islamic astronomer is undeniable. His discoveries, calculation, and observations contribute much knowledge to today's astronomical study. Because of this, Al-Battani is proven to be one of the figures in the era of the Golden Age of Islam.